Where do you go when you want to lose weight and you need some support? I don't know about you, but I don't want to go to some muscly dude or skinny person, even though I should, because they don't understand the pain we go through. They don't get us. We don't want to go to a fellow fatty because who wants to learn from someone who hasn't figured it out themselves? So where are we stuck? We are stuck with nowhere to turn. I don't know the answer, but we're going to find it together, you and I.
Chasing all day and chasing all night, sweet little thing flew off in fright.
Wow, here we go. Today's catch up, and I'm about to have jumping in on today's catch up with you and me, my accountability partner, who, where possible, we do this every week, but most of us, me and Eric, are always traveling all over the world somewhere. And between the pair of us, getting a regular catch-up session, even online, is crazy tough. But we make it work most weeks, man. So Eric was going to jump on here and join us today. So I know that you're my accountability buddy every day. But today we're going to be joined by the greatest accountability buddy in the world, and that's Eric Thomas, Dr. E.T., the hip-hop preacher. So he just texted me, just said, this guy whose shirt I'm wearing, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe. If you haven't seen that video, go watch that video. It'll give you a pump up. He just texted me now. And actually his wife, this is Dee Dee, Eric is driving. Can he talk to you in 20 minutes when he gets to his location? Yeah, of course. So he just said he just pulled up. Give me a second. So that's good. E.T., we'll be jumping on in a minute. How you going? It is 4 a.m. here. So you can see I'm probably half asleep, 4 a.m. This is the time that me and E do our accountability sessions. And and as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to go for my walk. So I haven't weighed yet because I just got up and came down to do this. And so I haven't weighed. Tough day yesterday. Whoa, tough day. Good day kind of on the weight thing. Tough day in the biz, you know. I guess, what's the alternative though? Go get a job? I've rendered myself unemployable, so can't go get a job. So I just got to put up with those days in entrepreneur world that are tough because, the alternative ain't palatable, getting a job. So hopefully you have a good day. Hopefully I have a good day. I'm going to do a cleanse day maybe tomorrow. 2 cleanse days in a row. So I'm going to do them tomorrow. So today I'll have a day proper where I liquid meals, 2 of them, plus sushi and a walk. I got my Fitbit stepper, 12,000 steps most days is the plan. Once I start hitting 12,000 steps every day, I'm going to move it to 15,000. So it's all good. Where's our man E? Come on, E. Where is you? He just pulled up, as it said. And I sent him a bro fist. If that's what it's even called, I don't even know. What's that emote icon called? Oh, you can't even see that. Wait a minute. Let's just there you go, that little one there. There you go, the bro fist to my man E. So the Eric Thomas story, for those of you who haven't heard it, if you're on this journey with me, you've got to listen to E.T. Check him out. It's all free. Go to Thank God It's Monday, TGIM, on YouTube. Listen to him every day. And don't ditch my podcast in favor of his, but use us in tandem. We're a good team, me and E. Yeah, that main video that he's got, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, it's awesome. I think if you just Google how bad do you want it, or put that in the YouTube search engine, how bad do you want it, you'll see a killer video. Went viral, 40, 50 million views. It is huge. He'll be with us momentarily. So stick with me, right? Eric Thomas joining us live. Hey, I was thinking about discipline the other day as I thought, as I drifted off to sleep, how undisciplined I've been, but I've still gotten a result, which is good, but undisciplined. And, where I've fallen off the wagon a bunch of times. And, with a week, now that we're a week in, I think to myself, the Jim Rohn quote that says, discipline weighs ounces, regret weighs tons, and because I saw something pop up on my Facebook that was from 4 years ago, 4 years ago, and it said, and it was a memory of mine, right? So 4 years ago, I posted this infographic that said, a year from now, you'll wish you started today. And I thought, oh, that cuts deep, Glenn Twiddle, because 4 years ago, I wish I started 4 years ago. I wish I somehow had 4 years doing this daily kind of check-in with you. Where would I be if I did that 4 years ago? Anyway, best time to start would have been 4 years ago. Second best time to start and start serious was a week ago. We're going all right. All right, don't want to waste your time anymore. So stay tuned for a special guest here today, joining me and you on our accountability session. Eric Thomas. Go check him out in the meantime.
Okay,
Hey, man.
I'm good. I'm out in Troy, Michigan, man, at this ball with my wife, man. Can you see me now?
Yeah. I got you. Man, I like your shirt, bro.
Who?
Your shirt.
Oh, you like my shirt?
Just I'm in the same one.
Yeah, my bad. I ain't even see you. I'm so preoccupied, man. We got to the mall and I don't know what happened, man. It's supposed to be a pretty safe place. And these dudes jumped out, took this dude out of his car, started beating him.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. That's why I ain't call you. I was like, we jumped out the car and put the, what do you call it? We jumped out the car and started video recording. They beat my man, his girlfriend. I don't know who she was. My wife went over there and they said his girlfriend, ex-girlfriend or something. And they would beat my man up because of that. I don't know. But it's like I'm talking about like, this like, what you call it? What is it? Ivory Coast, that's what it's called. What is it called? Gold Coast? It's like the Gold Coast, bro. Like that shopping area. You know what I'm saying? So you don't expect stuff to pop off at the, at the Gold Coast. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But we caught the dude as they were leaving. The girl put her car in the way. They jumped over the ramp. There's some crazy stuff.
Wow, man. See, that's why we need to get you down to live down here.
Got to get out here to Australia. You know what I'm saying? I never had to deal with this kind of stuff if I was out there with the kangaroos. You know what I'm saying?
We don't have much of that happen.
That's what I need in my life right now. No, not a lot of that. That's what I need, man. Good things. Other than that, things are good.
Oh, man. Hey, let me give you the update, man.
I need the update, Glenn.
I got a new thing I'm doing, right? Because here's what I'm doing, bud. Every day I get my phone and
Okay.
I get this. Right? I got my phone and I got this. And-
not the recorder.
And I'm recording every day as if I've got a daily accountability buddy. And I just put my thoughts down. You know what I mean? Like a daily thing. And I don't know what I'll do with it. I might do a podcast one day with it or a blog or something. But I got daily, and I'm calling it in my head, fat to phenom, right? Fat to phenom. Because I sort of thought that, man, if I'll do more to make a product and be accountable to someone else or to make a product or to whatever, like I'll get up at 4 every day to go for my walk on the beach just so I can get my 10 minutes of, hey, bud, I'm, and this is kind of what I think. I imagine it's one person, right? And I just say, hey, we're here. Look, I'm only here because I had to be here for you. And, I had a good day yesterday or I had a bad day yesterday or whatever. And today's day 7 of me just getting daily thoughts of how I went the day before, how the weight is going, how my nutrition was going, how many steps I got on the little Fitbit thing. And man, it's funny that even though every day it seems I'm saying to myself, well, you got to congratulate yourself for what you get approximately right. Because when I heard a mentor say that, you got to congratulate. Because out of the 7 days, I've had like one day where it went perfectly to plan, right? One day out of 7. But man, every day other than one day where I kind of had a bit too much to eat, but every day I've lost a little bit of weight. So every day I've done something almost right. Every day I've recorded my thoughts every day without missing one. And including right now, so my guest, whoever bloody listens to this in the future, I don't know who it is, but and I'll turn it off in a minute, but
They get to hear now.
Whoever it is, they're gonna be blessed.
Well, they're sitting there with ET now. They got the bonus plan. They didn't know they would get to talk to ET.
No questions asked. Hey, well, I love it. For those of us who are listening, I just think it's deep, Glenn, because what I'm starting to realize is the measuring, that the greats measure. You know what I'm saying? The difference between good and great is that the greats measure everything and then they make the adjustments. And I think that life is about making adjustments every day. I don't think that we ever get to a point where we conquered, everything, but we make these adjustments. So I'm super excited because maybe 6 to 8 months ago, I realized the importance of measurement. Like in my life, I used to think before, it's like, I don't have time to do one more thing. Like I don't have time to measure. I don't have time to record. I don't have time to write down. Like I just don't have time. But what I've discovered is that I know myself in a way more intimately than I've ever known myself before. And I'm able to make the adjustments, good or bad, left or right, small or big. And I'm literally starting to see how measuring Eric Thomas, not how much money I make, not measuring how much interest I'm getting off this particular product, not how many people are watching views, on YouTube. Like I've measured so much stuff, but I've never measured Eric. And so I'm just excited when you say you're measuring Glenn, because all that other stuff is critical. But what happens when we measure the thing that's most important, and that's us?
Man, yeah, I tell you, and I found someone told me that, like, because it's almost like I didn't want to learn or listen to a podcast or a program from someone who's muscular, because in my silly head, even though I should want to learn from that person, like TJ, like I didn't want to learn from TJ because how can TJ understand me when I'm porky? You know what I mean? He's muscular. He doesn't understand my challenges. And I don't want to learn from a fellow porker, right? Because what would they know? Because they've still got the problem I've got. So I sort of thought, the only thing I can do is record this kind of thinking along the way and just go with someone rather than, one way rather than another way. That's the only. But so I heard though that you shouldn't get on the scales every day, But I tell you, man, me getting 200 grams of weight loss in a day or 400 grams of weight loss in a day, I don't know, man. I kind of like seeing that daily improvement. I don't know. They say it's a bad thing, but I think I'm still going to do it.
Oh yeah, yeah. And here's the deal: it's not about and me and you. This is for us, but for people who listen to it later. I used to think it was about the good, Glenn, like knowing how good I am, or knowing what my strengths, or what my weaknesses are. But now I realize that measurement is just so important to know, like, where I am. Like, who drives, Glenn, and doesn't look up for the mile markers? Who drives and doesn't look and see how much time has gone by? How much closer do I have to the goal? So for me, it's not about, always, am I driving right? Am I staying in lanes? Am I obeying all the laws? I mean, that's good. But I am curious to know, like, how far have I come? Like, I am curious to know my progress. And when I know that I've traveled so many, kilometers, kilometers, whatever, in my mind, I'm like, I'm that much closer. And so every 5 minutes I drive, every 10 minutes I drive, every 15 minutes I drive, it's exuberant, it's accelerating, because it's like, yo, I'm getting closer. And so I think just measuring ourselves is just like, yo, I'm committed to this thing. Like, I'm in the whip, I'm going, and I'm not going to stop till I get there. So I applaud you. While I do it every day, I don't measure every day. That's something I probably need to do. I think when I go into this next quarter, I'll spend the first 21 days doing what you're doing. So yeah, I applaud you, man. It's big.
Wow, man.
And who are they? Who are they, Glenn? Who are they? Why do we care what they think? Who are they? You know what I'm saying? Who are they? At the end of the day, this is our vehicle, our car, our life, our journey, and we got to do what works for us.
Man, it sounds like we're, first world problems down here where we have a tough day paying too much tax or paying whatever. But, man, I'm doing everything that we're supposed to be doing. I'm writing out the Glenn commandments every day. I'm getting a poster made of that.
heading towards all the goals, all the big ones, you know. So, man, things are good. It's just right now it's in the middle of the grind, you know. Just it's the middle of the
middle of the grind, bro. Tell me what the difference, though, is with the meditation, you know, with your Glenn, you know, commandments. Tell me what's different about the grind with these things in place. Do you see any differences? Is the grind the exact same? You know, is it quicker, faster, lighter, harder, stronger? How do you feel like this? What do you feel like this meditation is doing for you?
Man, subjectively, it's hard to answer because, you know, before, even though everyone else around me could see that it was tough, I kind of still felt the same. I had hard days, I had good days, and that still feels exactly the same, you know. But I just, you know, it's hard to know from the inside when it feels.
So what are people saying, though? What do you feel the people are saying?
The only person I hang with is really Naomi on a regular basis. It's it's Naomi. But other than that, I'm with different clients all the time, and clients never see anything. They just see Glenn on, you know. So really, to be a question for Naomi, and I know we had a tough day yesterday where we paid this gigantic tax bill that was like bigger than I used to earn in a year. I paid in a day.
Good problems to have.
Oh man, I get it, and that's the attitude I need to install. You know, that interview I did with Arnold the other week, I didn't even bring up the subject, but we somehow talked about that. When I asked him one question, and somehow his answer was totally different, where he was talking about how he loves paying taxes. And that wasn't even the question that I asked, but somehow that was and I thought, man, I would love to have that attitude. That he gets a bill for $100 million or $10 million in taxes. And he says, that's fantastic, because if I made $10 million in taxes, how much did I make, man? So, and I envied that attitude to just be able to have something so pressure of whatever that I feel real pressure when, you know, when I get bills that accumulate to the amount that is sitting in my account, which was the case the other day. You know, I got all the bills added together were every penny I had in my account, you know. But again, the thing to be grateful for is I don't owe a cent to a soul in the world for anything, like no credit card, no debt, no bank loans. I owe no one nothing. So I'm grateful for that when I do my gratitude. But in that moment, I think, man, it's grinding this out. Whenever I get a little bit ahead, there's bills that are, you know. So I have tough days and I have bad days. But then, you know, I get up the next day and I'm still up at 4 a.m. doing it again. So, you know, my capacity perhaps for resilience, maybe if I didn't have this other stuff, I'd have fallen off the wayside and went and got a job.
I like that. But get with Naomi for me as well. And I'm interested in somebody that's very close to you saying what she sees as a difference since you've been meditating. I'm interested to see what she says.
Yeah, all right. Okay, I'll get her on our next one or the one after or whatever. Whenever you can do it, I'll get her on.
Please.
Because it's 2 a.m. at her time right now.
It's 2 a.m.? Whoa.
It's 4
I'm not
for me,
up
it's
yet.
2 for her.
I'm not even up at 2 a.m.
Yeah, and she's no ET. Well, actually, you know what? She's closer to ET than Glenn is. Glenn struggles to get up at 4. 5's my sweet spot. But 4, the 4 boy, when I hear you saying you're up at quarter to 3, oh, man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, so how's your world, man? How's your world?
That's my why, man. So, so just for the record, man, super duper proud of you. I know our schedule is crazy, and for us to, you know, still connect is unbelievable. You know,
we do what we got to do, man. Driving, whatever. I love it.
Man. Yeah. So I'm just grateful to you that you sticking with this, man. And I thought that this was what Macy's too. That door is not Macy's. Yeah, that door is Macy's too. I'm about to fight with this wife of mine. I'm dropping her off. She went from one door to the next, so she's telling me I can't take her to whatever door I want to take her to.
Oh, DD, I hear you guys have been stopping street violence. Is that right?
Yeah, you see her. Look at her. Every shopping mall. Look at her. That's all she does.
You got your finger over there for the camera.
Right there. There she is.
There she is.
That's it.
Oh, man. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, no, I get it, man. And I appreciate big time, man. I'm so grateful for, I thought about it the other day when I was, when it had been a week or two that our schedule were all messed up and we missed a week or two of this.
Right.
But I did think, man, I thought, who else in the world other than ET's congregation gets to have E as an accountability partner, man? This is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
No one gets that.
I love it, man. I love it, Glenn. I love it. It's a blessing for all of us, man. So, yeah, get Naomi on the next one. I really want to know, because I know it's something. I know it is. And I'd like to hear from her what it is. And yeah, man, love you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep growing.
So there was our preacher. Oh, man. It's crazy. Connecting where, he's out driving, and in this case, I'm in the studio, but I'm often out in the world as well on the beach or something. So, wow, that's pretty cool. So a little unexpected bonus because as I was recording this morning, I thought, wait a minute, I'm chatting with E, so I combined the two. So I hope you have a good day. Keep it rocking, keep it real, keep going forward. Whenever you're listening to this today, I'm doing this at 4, now 5 in the morning. So I'm going for my walk. I'm going to go and eat my liquid brekkie before I go. I think that's a little key. Sometimes because I'm told you should walk or work out on an empty stomach. I often, if I do that, I'm hungry on the way home. So I get maybe my sushi and then I eat it instead of coming home to my liquid brekkie. Don't know if there's something there, but we'll work on that. We're going good. We're a week in. What a way to celebrate our 1 week anniversary. 7 days, and Dr. Eric Thomas pipes in. So takeaway of the day is if you're not already, just go and find some Eric Thomas videos as well, because he is my man. You see, he's best motivator in the world, and I'm honored that I get to catch up with him one-on-one every now and then. So every week, actually, but where we can. But for the last couple of months, man, every week, with a few weeks exceptions, we've been doing it. So I'm grateful to you to have you there daily. I'm grateful to E to have him there weekly. Things is good. Keep it rocking. All right, we'll talk tomorrow. See ya.